How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. Born to battle. Stop just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the sun shines bright, that's where we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And the biggest story coming out of Dallas is the whole George Pickens saga. Will he be showing up to mandatory minicamps? Will he be participating in mandatory minicamps? So y'all know I gotta give my take on it during this Raw and Uncut.
Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, Raw and Uncut.
Man, keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
Cowboys Nation, as much as Cowboys fans desire an offseason with zero drama, it really seems as if Cowboys reporters, beat writers, radio personalities, and some Cowboys content creators need the drama to happen in order to have content. The media made George Pickens not showing up to voluntary OTAs as the end of the world. They're voluntary for a reason, Cowboys Nation. We all know what voluntary means, so I just don't understand the crash out by some media personalities as well as Cowboys fans. It's voluntary, Cowboys Nation. Now, the story is that George Pickens will be showing up to mandatory minicamps starting June 16th through June 18th. That's great for Cowboys fans, that's great for the organization, and most importantly, that's great for George Pickens and David Mulugeta. According to anybody in the media, whether it's Yahoo.com, Nick Harris, or anybody that's been reporting on the Dallas Cowboys, George Pickens showed up to the Cowboys facility to conduct his physical today. So guess what that means, Cowboys Nation? It means that people's only offseason drama is about to come to an end, and people will have to report on football operations as opposed to one individual player's drama. I mean, I made a video about what George Pickens would be missing out on if he chose to miss mandatory minicamp. SpotTrack.com explained the monetary penalties an NFL player would endure if they decided to miss out on mandatory minicamp, and I honestly don't think that George Pickens nor his representation want him to miss out on that bread. Also, it's important for him to put his best foot forward. It's important for him to put his best out on film. And film doesn't just mean going out there and being the best that you can on game day. Sure, game day is super important, but just like the intangibles of a player is important, the tangibles of a player is important as well. His off-the-field life decisions will be just as important as what he does on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Now the bet's not if George Pickens will show up to mandatory minicamp. The bet is when he shows up that he is going to hold out. You know, kind of like Micah Parsons did. But I don't get it, Cowboys Nation. Do we want him to be there, or do we want him to just hold out so that people can say that they were right? I'm going to tell you what I want. I want this team to be on one accord this season. I want this team to move as one unit. I want this team to be truly a brotherhood instead of players worried about themselves and going out there and playing hero ball. This is why George Pickens is in the house and why he will be at mandatory minicamps and training camp moving forward, participating with his brothers. I mean, it's easy for people that have zero stake in his financial stability to be able to tell him to hold in. It's easy for a fan who wouldn't miss one wink of sleep to tell George Pickens to hold in or not participate in Cowboys camp. And here I thought that we wanted what was best for the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm glad that George Pickens has showed up to the facility to take his physical, and I hope that he participates in everything Cowboys from this point on. I want him to stake his claim when it comes to him getting the contract that he wants, as well as the contract that he deserves. What people don't realize is the fact that if he shows up and he pouts or he holds in, there are 31 other GMs in the league that will see this and bundle it up with the Pittsburgh Pickens, the Pittsburgh Steelers days. They won't just take 1 year of positive production from the Dallas Cowboys being worthy of a massive contract. They're going to want to see more from George Pickens, and you can't give them more when you're sitting on the sidelines while your team is doing what they're supposed to be doing in order for the team to get better. So I see George Pickens doing what he has to do in order to secure his bag for his future. Whether that's with the Dallas Cowboys or with another team has yet to be seen. Holding him will not help him accomplish his goals of attaining a lucrative contract with the Dallas Cowboys or with any other team in the NFL for that matter. Holding him will only show other teams why it's not safe to bet on him, and that would see him taking 2 steps back. But to keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation, I've said this before. There hasn't been too much reporting on when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys drama this year, so as much as people feel Jerry and Stephen Jones want the drama to continue, I feel that the media wants the drama to continue. If it doesn't, it would force them to have to report on the team and not one individual player. So instead of holding out, wanting for something negative to happen, how about we just rejoice in the fact that our wide receiver 1B is in the facility getting ready to participate with his brothers to start the redemption arc back into the playoffs. But Cowboys Nation, I still hold out hope that Jerry, Steven, David Mulugeta, as well as George Pickens can reach an agreement before the contract deadline of July 15th. But if they don't, I'm not going to wish anything negative on George Pickens. I'm not going to sit up here and wish the worst. I'm going to hope for the best because the best benefits this team as a whole. So great job to George Pickens for returning to the facility to get his journey started. I honestly pray that it works out for everybody involved because guess what? The sky is the limit for the Dallas Cowboys with George Pickens on this damn roster. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Cowboys Nation, were you shocked or surprised to see George Pickens showing up to the facility, or did you know it was going to happen all along? Do you see him participating, or do you see him holding out during mandatory minicamps as well as training camp? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help get the word out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video, share it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan, and if you're on your mobile device and you haven't used them up yet, make sure you hype this video. Doing so will help get the word out to Cowboys Nation. They'll come over to the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel and want to become Angry Cowboys fans themselves. And if you are DC for life and his showing up to the facility doesn't surprise you one bit, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I drop even more content from the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel. Also, if you're into Madden 26, College Football 26, or Mortal Kombat Talk, check out my other YouTube channel, the Angry Gaming Fan YouTube channel. I'll make sure I put the link to that as well as the gamer tag in the description. This offense is dangerous with George Pickens out on the field. I wish that Jerry and Stephen Jones would just pull out all the stops and try to work with David Mulugeta to get a contract taken care of so that everyone on the team would hit the field happy in the fact that they know that there's no loose ends heading into the regular season. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys Fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.